Hello, Knight here. Welcome to Empire Total War Darthmod. This is episode 5 and we're going to fight a battle off the coast of West Africa near Lagos against a French fleet who have declared war against us last turn. We don't have a great deal to offer in the way of threat, but let's start the battle straight away. Even small fleets are a slight problem because the AI is set on very hard for battle. They become quite difficult to defeat. Here we go. Okay, so we've got the Dauntless, Jersey, Black Pearl, Bahamas. Luckily we have the weather gauge, which means that the weather is in our sails rather than the enemy's. It means that we'll have control of the engagement. Going to do 3 lines astern. And we're going to go in directly with the wind directly behind us. Right, let's commence the battle. So I'm just going to speed up till we reach contact. Straight for them. Looks like they're coming directly for us, which is good. Aim will be to come in either side of them. Be heading towards the east. The ship. The squadron will attack them directly. Let's take the speed off slightly. Rather spread out actually. I don't like the way this is beginning to develop. We'll be fine. But, have to swing about and head east. This squadron here. Concentrate on the Tonnant. That's only a brig, so we should be able to get a few broadsides off at that before we have any trouble from it. Yeah, it's just spreading out quite a lot, which will help me. This will turn into individual battles. Right. Swing around. Head north. What we're going to do with this squadron is run it literally. Wow, took something there. Let's take the speed off so we can control the engagement slightly better. Right, I'm gonna bring him round that way. I've got rather separated here. I would have preferred to have concentrated my forces more. these 3 ships over here not really taking part in the battle at the moment. And they're going to have to beat south against the wind, which is not good. So if you can get a couple of ships onto this. This is going to be the danger ship, because its hull is quite strong. So I'll need to gang up on this ship as much as I can. Let's have a look and see what's happening. The crucial thing is not to sustain too much damage, because I'm a long way away from any resupply or refitting ports. To try and get round the stern of this ship if I can. So you're already taking quite a lot of damage, the Dauntless, on its hull. Get in amongst them, basically. It's nicely positioned for stern shots. Not doing a terrific amount of damage. I mean, 4 men. 4 guns, not a huge amount of damage, so not that worried. Yeah, I'll get something back at them very shortly. Let's try and stop him from moving about so much. Black Pearl is suffering some damage here. Let's get him out of the battle. I'm going to put this ship, Magenta Squirrel, right alongside this guy. Many more ships, we don't have really strong hulls, and we don't really have very strong broadsides, so it's going to be a question of just constantly trying to get broadsides in against this guy who's the danger and surrendered. Let's anchor. Amount of damage to this guy. Try not to show my stern to this rate if I can avoid it. It's going to escape. We're doing some more damage now. We are much more manoeuvrable than this guy, so we should be able to make our numbers tell eventually. Don't really want to lose any ships if I can avoid it. brig's suffering rather a lot of damage actually. Let's try and pull him away. Get another broadside in if I can. Yeah, that's good. Let's get after him. Here needs some attention. Can't really afford to board this guy. He's still got a lot of sailors on board. 2 to 1 against this ship. Across his stern. Yeah, as I say, this guy will start to go, the Minotaur will start to go shortly because he's actually sandwiched between these 2 ships here, the Sea Witch and the Magenta Squirrel. See if we can get a broadside across his stern. Ah, that's a shame. Jersey is routing. Ah, that's good, he's surrendered. Good. Let's start to head downwind because I don't want this one to escape. The brig, the active. Yeah, he's going to start to go, so let's put a bit of sail on, lads, and get after him. Let's just speed up slightly. Another few ships, 4 ships to add to my trading fleet. This guy's suffering a lot of hull damage actually. Wow, that took out the end of his stern. Remarkably resilient, that ship. Let's give another broadside. That may be enough to make him rout. Let's turn across his bow, try and turn him. Yeah, he's starting to go. Continue. We'd like to capture this ship if we can. So watch out for friendly fire. That'd be ironic. Battle's almost over. There we go. That's another 4 ships to add to my fleet. got Tonant, Brig Active, Kos Ali, and the Minotaur. Let's add all of those. And I'm going to send these back to trading. Let's have a look. Is there anything else in this theatre that's going to give us a problem? I don't think so. The pirates are about to be destroyed. So let's just...
I cannot do that.
Just sit on here, basically.
Under sail.
There we go. That's excellent. Nearly 4,000 in trading. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send this light galley. Let's have a think. I'm going to send it to India because we don't have any ships in India at all, not even for transporting troops. So I'm going to need a ship transport at some stage. The trade's still 3591. That's still very good. Let's have a look at our trade. Wow, we are trading a lot of ivory, but I think we've affected the price because of that. We may move on later to spices, or actually split the trade fleet in two. Let's have a look at our ministers. I'm going to try and get a better guy. Jules Stark. No, I think we're going to get rid of him. Ah, not much better. Gregory Talbot. We'll continue to do that. 50%, 52% popularity in next election, 7 away. Any more royal family members? All Georges and Victorias and Caroline and Fredericks, aren't they? Yep. Okay. What's our economy like? 4750. Okay. Let's have a look at Great Britain. Now the problem I have here is that France is at war with me, Spain is at war with me, and so is Louisiana. Now I don't have a land army in Britain, so I'm going to have to attack France, but probably the best way to do it is to attack them economically to begin with. Try and cut off their trade and blockade their ships so that they don't cause me a problem. I do have a problem. Last episode I looked down here and there's a rather large Spanish navy here which has been damaged, but it's still enough to cause me a problem and maybe sit on one of my ports and cause me to go into bankruptcy. So anyway, let's begin by attacking the French. I've got quite a strong navy here. Princess Royal, Neptune, Halifax, Princess Royal. So we need to change the name of that ship. I'm going to call that Miss Ajax. And we have the Surprise and Inflexible. So let's reunite my ships.
Any orders? Aye, aye, sir.
Another ship here that we can bring in.
Aye, sir.
And one up here. Right, that's our whole navy now, the home fleet. We're going to blockade here, and we have a Earl of Huntington's regiment of foot, which we're going to
on our way, Captain.
Here. Okay, then, and we're going to force the French ships out to fight us. So, Terrible or Terrible, the Argonaut, and the Polonaise. Again, 3 good ships we can add to our fleet. So we can have another naval battle. Just have a cup of tea. Yeah, as I say, I don't have an army to attack the French, so what I've got to do is blockade them until I can build up an army. We don't have the weather gauge this time, so that may be disadvantage, but we have many more ships than them. Now we're going to place our ships over here. Some of you may have wondered why I don't have an admiral with my trade fleet. Well, that's because it's a trade fleet, basically. I'm not expecting it to be in many battles, and I'm not expecting it to have to fight its way out of problems all that often. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on an admiral. But here, this is going to be a fighting fleet, a defensive fleet. Right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Try and keep our ships a lot closer this time than the last action. That wasn't a particularly clever way of fighting the last action. I found that I was really fighting for some of the battle with only half my force, which can happen if you're in a very long line astern. You actually find that you don't have all your ships concentrated, especially if the AI gets up to some tricks. But at the point of contact, you really want all your ships concentrating their fire on the head of the line astern. The AI tends to not do anything particularly clever. This is a nice fleet. HMS Surprise. Just need to alter the angle of attack slightly, but I want to get in close so we can do some damage. I think this Ajax is going to take a bit of a hit from Terrible. Let's focus so we can actually cut across the top of their line astern, actually act as the T. So there's only 3 of the ships, I don't anticipate a problem. Here we go. First broadside to us, well done lads. We're getting something back now. He's starting to turn now, so we need to swing about and concentrate our fire directly onto him. Now, let's try and see if we can... Oh no, we'll go back to round shot. He's a bit too far away to try and dismast him. On fire? Gosh, that was a good shot from the Ajax. We're heading directly into the wind here, so as I say, we've not got much manoeuvrability. I'm happy with that. Most of my ships are able to fire on them. As their guns bear, they'll let them have broadsides. I really need to get a lot closer though, to be honest. It's taking a lot of damage already, this ship. Slightly, so I'm not heading directly into the wind. going to reverse my second squadron. Get them to follow downwind, basically. Starting to pick up speed again, aren't they now, as they head downwind? So Darthmod has made the ships less responsive, so you can't throw them around as much as you could in the vanilla game. You have to be quite careful. For instance, the Dumbarton Castle's heading into trouble, I believe. It's going to be attacked by 3 ships, simply because the other ships can't get round fast enough to support it. Here we go, we're basically all going to be heading downwind now. Any ships behind, have I? No. There we go. Got the whole fleet. Whole fleet involved. Oh, that was a broad broadside. That really shook that ship. Let's cut across his stem. I don't want to do too much damage to that ship. I'd like to capture it if I can. It's a nice piece of judgment between damaging so much that it sinks and damaging it enough that it affects the morale of the men and you can capture the ship. Fourth rates are slightly slower, I believe, than the fifth rates, so he's going to be more manoeuvrable than me, and because he had the advantage to begin with, it means that my ships are tailing along behind a bit, my fourth rates. At least my Admiral's flying ship isn't in trouble, it's well out of the battle. Let's turn about. Another broadside, see if that'll affect his morale. This guy must start to go soon. Let's try and take out some of his sails. That'll affect his morale more, I believe. Straight at them. Let's drop anchor. Yeah, I've brought them to a halt now, so it means that my heavier ships, the fourth rates, can catch up and start to really pound them. Keep my Admiral slightly out of the battle. I don't want to lose him for some stray shot. It's unfortunate we're going to show him our stern. Anyway, can't be helped. Let's anchor. Yeah, we're doing quite a lot of damage to his sails now. We're even hitting the ship behind as well, which is excellent. 2 for 1. Let's clear this guy from any broadsides. He's starting to go. Some grape shot. That was excellent. Dismasting shot there. So far out of range. straight towards me, it's an ideal opportunity to take out their sails. So there's a double benefit. It means that you can simply sit behind them and fire into their stern, but also it affects the morale quite badly, I believe, once they have no sails. He's gone, that's excellent. The Dolphin took a hit there. Wow, that was spectacular. That was a really good shot. Wow, they're really suffering on board that ship. You think they'd want to surrender, basically. Let's give them a broadside. Yes, they do want to surrender. Here we go. That's excellent work, lads. Not too much damage to my own fleet. Very good. Right, so we can rearm, rename, replenish. That's added 3 more ships to my home fleet. I'm happier now. We can actually deal with the Spanish. I need the money, but I need the ships as well. Okay, now we've damaged this port for the French, which means they won't be getting any trade at all. What we're going to do, we're going to re-embark the 33rd or Earl of Huntingdon's troops, and we really want to blockade this port because he could cause us quite a lot of trouble.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, well, let's send Dolphin back to its home port of Glasgow,
Ready for action.
and we'll repair the Dolphin, and HMS Jamaica will repair.
Weigh anchor.
Let's do that straight away. Formed well, both those ships.
Orders, Captain.
Dumbarton Castle did very well.
On our way, Captain.
Suffered a few losses.
Ship's orders, Captain.
Okay. As I say, the only way I can fight the French at the moment is economically. In Europe, obviously, in India we're about to attack them, and also in North America we're about to attack Montreal and Quebec. Sloop, I think I'd like to send that trading. Got 2 ships over here, so we can bring those over as well to add to the fleet. Oh, they came from North America, didn't they?
Shape and Bristol fashion,
Right,
Captain.
let's send
Any orders?
the ship over to, let's have a think, India. And what we're going to do is bring this fleet. Hasn't suffered a huge amount of damage. I've damaged the 2 French ships quite badly. So, but I think we'll keep them with us in case the Spanish fleet turns up.
Action stations, make ready for battle.
Yeah, we are. We're going to keep the whole fleet together.
Still shipshape.
What we're going to do,
Set sail. Jump to it and look lively.
if we can, is drop the army off here.
On our way, Captain. Halt! Halt!
Go on. Find some
Orders
beach.
received and understood.
Perhaps he can't. Perhaps because he's done a naval invasion or combined operations, he can't actually do that again. So, okay. Well, we've got quite a nice navy here. If the Spanish do decide to come up, which they can do, they'll reach us straight away. I need to look at things economically in Britain for a little while. We need to spend some money here. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to look at North America first before I do that. Let's have a look at North America. Yes, we had problems here, didn't we? Had a fleet blockading us there. Oh, that's good. The 13 colonies is actually attacking that. And they've got 1 turn to surrender.
They hide behind
Yep.
women's skirts.
No problems there. That's fully up to strength. That army. How's this army? Now we need to spend our money on this army. Yeah, we've got to do that. And we're at war with the French, so we're going to attack Montreal and then Quebec.
Onwards! Foraging supplies! Raise
Yep.
the flare!
67%, 76% rather. So the French, they have a reasonable army here. They have almost a full stack if they actually unite them all against, as if I can't really count on the 13 colonies helping me.
At the ready!
But we've got quite a strong army there, quite experienced army. I think we can take them. Okay, and how are we doing down here? Because we were attacked, weren't we, by the Spanish? I need to check whether there's any more. No more recuperation required by the army here. Do I want to attack this guy? Well, strategically, there's nothing in it because he's already damaged the plantation. There's no building there, so he can't do any more damage. So I'm just going to hold fire here at the moment and see if he attacks me. I may be able to get help from the 13 colonies here. But I've no interest in attacking him at the moment. The pirates will probably come out and attack us next go. Over here, we're just waiting to see what's going to happen. Okay, let's have an end turn, and then we'll see what goes on.
Enemy sail! Approaching!
Ah, there we go. Well, at least I avoided their militia. Right. Well, I think that's where I'm going to call an end to the episode. I hope you've all enjoyed it. We'll start next episode, episode 8 that will be, with a battle against the French in India. Hopefully we'll be able to destroy their army, take their colony, and then we can look to the future then. I think what I'm going to have to do, I was talking about attacking the Maratha Confederacy, but I think I'm going to have to wait till after this battle's over, and then maybe I'll have to move this Indian army across to attack the Spanish colonies in America and the Caribbean. But we'll see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. So subscribe if you want to see more of the videos, and it's getting very interesting now. There's going to be battles probably in every single session, maybe 1 or 2. Hope to be speaking to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.